Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks since the election results were announced, and the clock is ticking on those all-important coalition talks. But the Inkatha Freedom Party has already somewhat crossed that hurdle. It struck a deal with the ANC. It will see the IFP form a government where it has the majority of seats, and the ANC will do the same where it leads. IFP President Velenkosini Hlabisa joins us now live. Thanks for your time, Mr. Hlabisa. Appreciate it. So I know that you have said this before. You say that this is not a coalition agreement with the ANC, but you're simply working with the party. Initially, you came out quite strongly against a coalition with the ANC, but now you've changed your mind, right, somewhat, because you are still working together.
Yes, good evening, as well as the viewers of eNCA. It is very true. Few days ago, we were very clear and categoric that we are not going to get into a coalition with the ANC, and we stated the reasons that we have a history and there are things in which they demonstrated that we cannot trust them. On the weekend, on 13 November, I led a delegation to meet the national leadership of the ANC. We discussed those issues and came into a common agreement in how we are going to deal with them as we go forward. And therefore, they were removed as a stumbling block in a working relationship between us and the ANC. But even that, we are not entering into a coalition with the ANC, but only in a working relationship in the best interest of stable government and service delivery. This is a result of, we have had discussions with 17 political parties with the intention of forming a coalition.
Yeah. Okay.
These smaller parties are making...
Sorry, I just want to ask, that sudden change in stance, did somebody twist your arm?
No, it's because what we demanded from the ANC, they complied with. And secondly, in the best interest of service delivery, we couldn't allow municipalities in a harm for so long as they are not yet inaugurated, the majority of them up to today.
Okay, I want to try and understand how this relationship is going to work. You will vote in favor of an ANC candidate for a mayoral position if they have the majority of seats, right? Does that mean you'll vote in favor of them in council and other issues, or will you act as an opposition party there?
The IFP will act as an official opposition where the ANC is ruling. But we will have a memorandum of understanding which says on issues of budget, on issues of compliance, could it be legislation, could it be any law that needs to be passed at a municipal level, on those issues which are of the common interest for the voters, we will not block each other. On the issue of quorum, we will not do a walkout in order to collapse a meeting. We will debate issues inside the council. If there is no agreement,
what happens?
Refer those matters. Sorry?
Yeah, what happens then if there's no agreement or if there's backtracking in terms of what you agreed on and they anger you? Eventually we get a vote of no confidence. Will you still support the ANC then?
If there is a vote of no confidence, which we believe is a genuine vote of no confidence on the basis of facts before us, we will support that vote of no confidence. You can go to the National Assembly. There has been so many votes of no confidence. Not all parties support them at once, even from the opposition benches. But when it is a genuine vote of no confidence, political parties from the opposition do support. Let me come to your question therefore. When there is a deadlock, we do not agree. The first thing that we will do, the leadership of the two political parties outside the councillors, in the best interest of service delivery, will have to listen. Where is your deadlock in ensuring that this government is stable and deliver to the people? If it is a matter of principle, like a corruption matter, as the IFP, I stated even before, we would rather terminate a coalition or working relationship if it comes to principal issues, corruption, anything that deprives our people. We will not compromise on that.
Yeah.
But other matters will be open for discussion and pave the way forward.
Okay, two last questions. Firstly, does this mean that you will support the ANC for eThekwini?
If you come to eThekwini, you need 16 political parties to remove the ANC. A coalition of 16 political parties is not going to work. We will experience what is there at Nelson Mandela Bay. The ANC has a bigger majority, which if it is not opposed by the IFP, they will be able to do things. We will be on the opposition bench. There are so many corruption cases that we will be championing, wanting a conclusion, wanting the assets forfeiture unit, collecting from those people who benefited unfairly. We will be the voice of the people in terms of eThekwini.
Okay, here's the issue I have with this, because you as the IFP said that you intend on eradicating corruption in local government. Yet the eThekwini municipality under the ANC's charge was fourth in the South African local government in terms of corruption complaints. And we know that the SIU is investigating there as well. Yet you will still put the ANC in charge of eThekwini because of this agreement.
If you want to remove the ANC in eThekwini, you need 16 political parties coming together. That is not going to work. But there is a simple way. Hold the ANC accountable for the next coming 5 years, mobilize the public, the community of eThekwini, that here is the IFP that is holding these people accountable. Ensure that you remove the ANC completely and give the majority vote to the IFP, because the fact of the matter, the ANC still remains a majority in eThekwini. We need to say, people of eThekwini, do more than what you did in 2021 to get rid of the ANC because of corruption that you are aware of and everybody is aware of. And we will be fighting daily to ensure that all implicated people, whether it be councillors, former councillors, or the officials, are held responsible. We are not going to compromise on that.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. IFP President Velenkosini Hlabisa. So, Sally, you know, my issue with this is that they were in opposition previously under the ANC leading eThekwini, and there was no accountability because there's now all of these investigations. How are they going to do it differently this time? I would be really interested to see how it unfolds over the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like he's being pragmatic. He's saying essentially you're not going to get 16 political parties all together to form a coalition against the ANC. Let's just be pragmatic and let's hold them to account. But as you say, not much happened.
History.
Yeah, history repeating itself. Hopefully not. We'll see.